probably a moment where the game is completely lost. But that was because you fucked up like 5 times before it. To start somewhere, so the best thing to do is start early game, because you need to have a good early game in order to even play mid game or late game, right? So this game, let's see what is happening with the champions in the beginning. So you're playing Nocturne against Trundle. To be fair, not the best matchup. He beats you 1v1 unless you're really ahead. Top lane, you have a set with Ignite against Darius, so top lane is really volatile. No TPs and only fighting summoner spells. So it does mean that on top, if you get a lead, it can pay off insane amounts. As I said, top lane, if you do manage to affect it somehow, it can snowball very, very easily, because I think it is a matchup that like the guy who has a lead can win. But that's like, this is bronze, so it doesn't really matter. Mid lane is like whatever. Echo against Galio, I don't think there's ever kill pressure, but Galio is really good to fight with. He has a lot of CC, a lot of utility, he's tanky, so you love having Galio as your mid laner. And then bot lane is MF Elise against Thresh Senna, so it is double range. It is kind of flip in this elo who will have Prio, level 1. Let's say bot lane is even, mid lane is even, and top lane is kind of flip. So you have no real information about which lane should win, which means you should play for what is best for you. And what is best for you is Nocturne, and the best thing for you is to path in a way where you can get level 6 as fast as possible, because Nocturne is a level 6 champion. It has huge power spikes on level 6. And that's what you want to do. So do you know maybe what should you start in order to get level 6 as soon as possible? Red side? Yes, but what camp? Which camp? It doesn't matter if you start red or blue, but just like which camp? Are you starting red buff? Are you starting blue buff? Are you starting chickens? Are you starting wolves? Okay, so usually when you want to get level 6 as fast as possible, you want to start chickens or wolves. Usually chickens, because they're easier to kill. And because, as you said, you do want to start topside, because you want to get 6 as fast as possible and play towards Drake and play for bot. Getting chickens first gives you 6 faster. Why? Because you kill chickens and Krags earlier, so they respawn earlier. Since something respawns earlier, you can kill it again the second time faster or quicker, and then the third time, right? And usually in 2 full clears, plus 1 crab and 1 more camp, which is probably gonna be red respawn, you will actually have the level 6. So yeah, I would start chickens here, just because of that. You do it really quick. On Nocturne, it's really good to start chickens, so you do chickens, Krags, red buff, then bot side. You go back to chickens, back to Krags, and then you base. You get your items, you go out of base, you do wolves, you do grump, you go back into your top side, you do 1 more camp, and you're level 6. You do crab as well if possible. But okay, that's like, it's a bit more advanced, but it's something to think about. So usually when you want to gank as soon as possible, you start a buff, because that is if you start a buff, it's the fastest way you can full clear. It is maybe 5 to 10 seconds quicker, depending on the champion. But if you want to get level 6 as fast as possible, it is better to start chickens or wolves. That's usually on champions that really are level 6 dependent. So Nocturne, Diana, Lilia, those are champions that really want level 6. They can't really gank before level 6 unless the opponents are really inting. But then if they're really inting, you will just take the free kill and you won't really care, right? That's like just the logic of going into the game and starting to path. Yeah, let's see what happens next. So you're going for an invade. Okay, I mean, I usually don't like invading, but I understand this is bronze. People really love invading in lower elo. So you walk up, for some reason your Elise is not there. Okay, she flashed cocoons. Good. Now you know that Senna doesn't have flash. So I mean, it doesn't change your plan because you wanted to start topside anyways. But now you 100% start topside. If there is debating or anything, it finishes now. Because with their ADC losing flash level 1, it means he doesn't have flash for your next 2 rotations. So you have to go topside. Okay, let's see what they do here. So let's just fast forward a little bit. Okay, you walk all together topside, that is fine. It's good that you're walking with your Galio. Why? Because their top laners, if they weren't AFK, they would sit somewhere here. So let's see now what goes on. You're just chilling. This is good. You're protecting. Okay. But now, at this moment, you're starting to wint. Why? Because it's 126 and you're still here. It means you will be late on your chickens. Well, if you move right now, you won't be late for your chickens. But since you said you wanted to start red buff, you were thinking about starting red buff, you are hinting by being here at 126. You should, 3 seconds ago, you should go here. Seth wanted to go in here. Yes, he wanted to go. But just look at the champions. And look at the moment you're thinking about walking in. Darius, Trundle, a really strong level 1. Trundle has little tempo. Darius is one of the strongest champions level 1. If he gets 5 auto attacks and stacks his passive, he can 1v3 kill all of you. So it doesn't matter if Seth is pinging he wants to go in. You just press tab, you mute the guy, and you go next. I mean, not next, but you do your own thing. Right? So here you're inting by not doing this. Like, you're inting by not starting chickens right now. Like, you should start chickens now. If Seth wants to go and do this, that is completely fine. He can do it. He will fuck up his lane. He probably won't die because Darius is AFK on top lane. But imagine if Darius was sitting in this brush, bro. If Darius was actually playing the game and he was sitting in this brush, Seth gets attacked by Darius. Darius stacks 5 of his auto attacks on him. He gets the passive. Boop. Darius, when he has passive, he goes from 80 AD to, like, I don't know, 150. He gets 30. Okay, he gets 30 AD. So he goes from 80 to 110. I went a bit too much, but that's 110 AD level 1, bro. That's really strong. Plus, he instantly applies the passive on you. The 5 stacks passive on you. That's like insane. So yeah, just invading like this is really bad. And if your Seth wants to do it, like, you're like pinging him danger. If he goes for it, you don't care, bro. He will delay the Trundle. It is good for you. You will do your camps. You don't give a fuck. But yeah, let's see. So you decide to go. Thankfully, your Galio does move here, and okay, it is fine in a way. But then Galio decides not to go, and you're hesitant here. Like, if you really want to do this, then just go with him. Go with him. If you really want to do it, go with him. But, like, don't go all the way here. Yes, you didn't want to, but you walked all the way to this brush, and then you started running back. And you're gonna run back in again. So, like, when you're in this brush, you already made this decision. There is no going back now. When you're here, there is no going back. You are walking up into his jungle. So, yeah, you have to turn back. But now, the situation changes, actually. So, even though it is a really bad play, you see that Darius showed on top lane. So, because Darius showed on top, okay, your Galio showed on mid as well, but now you have Trundle Echo against Seth Nocturne. Who does win this? There is actually a possibility that you can win it. There is a possibility that you can win it, but also Echo did go Hail of Blades. He didn't level up his spell. He can take E. He can E over the wall. Bam, 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 bam. With Hail of Blades, they might still be stronger, but this, you might have a winning chance, especially because Trundle is tanking the blue buff. So now, because you saw Darius top lane, you want to go in. And okay, you do go in. Do you have a ward here? No, you started Sweeper. Okay, you were invading, so it's kind of fine to start Sweeper. Okay, the Q was good. Now, after this, auto, you should walk back. You should click here. You should click here and try to pull the buff towards you. You see, the buff is attacking you. You should pull it back because smite range is like this. He's just on the edge of smite range now. Just on the edge. And your Seth is tanking this. So you should pull the buff out of Trundle's range, finish it with smite, and then you get level 2 and you win this. And you win this. So, what do? You don't pull it. That is really bad. That is really bad. Also, did you get Sweeper on? No. Is it bugged? I don't think you have it on cooldown. Wait, did you use it at any moment? Let me check it. Did you use it at any moment? No, I don't. But when did you use it? Okay, I think it's just the spectator thing is bugged, no? Okay, yeah, you used it. Okay. Okay, so because you used it, you actually don't have it. That's fine. In case that you had it, you want to use it there because it deactivates their ward. But yeah, let's see. Let's go back to the point. So yeah, here, as I said, that's the thing. If you pull it a little bit backwards, if you pull it towards here, you get the... But he just dropped the ward. You should always assume that he has a ward. Especially in this elo. And even if he doesn't, you see, like, he would maybe have time to walk up. He would maybe have time to walk up. And it was a 50-50, right? So you got in a situation where you started tanking the buff, and you kind of gave him a steal there. Because you also don't have your Q. So you have to sync your auto attack with smite, and he can sync auto Q with smite. So he does win that. You win this fight by pulling the blue buff a bit backwards. You let the set tank everything. You get level 2, and then with level 2, you win the fight. Okay, but then, even here, okay, I mean, it's not the end of the world, because he loses a lot of shit. I mean, it is really bad, because Seth goes back to lane, and Seth loses lane now, and Trundle actually got the blue buff, so it is a bit of a disaster, but also Galio got push on mid. So, yeah, I mean, all in all, it's not that bad, but it is terrible. So now, here, you start chickens, okay? That's fine. Who is pinging this? You're pinging this. Wait, what? Okay, but why are you instantly pinging this? There is no way that Trundle ever makes it here. Like, Trundle just lived with 100 HP, and he's in his top side, and you ran out. So he will either do this, or back... Oh, okay, you wanted the ward there. Okay. Okay. But if you're... if you want a ward there, you should probably use the... Okay, I can do it here. There is a vision ping. You have different type of pings. So I will show you that in practice tool a bit later. Okay, so that is fine if you want to ward there, but to be fair, your laners can't ward this. The only thing that can happen is Galio warding this. So you should actually ping the Galio to ward this. Why? Because if they drop this wave to go and ward, they're kind of fucked. They're missing experience, they're not on lane, they're not contesting the wave. And look at this, they're actually getting a lead here. They're winning their lane right now. They got level 2 first. Galio also has push. So Trundle invading should never happen, because they have prio. So only thing that you can ask for a ward is here. Just in case Trundle still tries to int it and tries to run Krag's Wolves into your this. But I also think that is not... I don't think he ever does it. He's way too low HP, he has to heal up, and it would take him a long time to do it. Also, you prevent him going there by just going into chickens, bot side, and then, like, if he comes here, you have priority on your bot, priority on your mid, and you can kill him here. So I think you're just panicking a little bit, probably because you get invaded quite a lot, and you instantly think about the scenario where you would get invaded by the enemy jungler and die to him, and then the game goes to hell, right? So it's just a little bit of panic mode, but it's fine. It's not you didn't do anything poorly. I'm just telling you that right now you probably have no reason to be afraid of him invading, because he's low HP. his top side, and then Galio has push, and your bot lane has push. So let's see what goes on. You go. This is something I do like. This is something I do like that you went for this. Why? Because Darius had Priya on top. He could invade you here. Darius could invade you. That also happens from time to time. Also, that is an actual possibility. The Trundle does Grump Wolves into your red buff. That is a possibility. So it is good that you did this. And if Trundle goes for this, you can go for this. So now, as you're doing this, I would ask my Galio to ward Raptors over the wall. Now you're asking for the ward. Why? Because you want to know if Trundle invades this or he's at his chickens. And Galio dropping a ward here is very easy. So when you ask for wards from your laners, you need to think about, can they actually ward? Because here, Galio can ward this. Can MF and Elise give you a good ward? What do you think? You saw Darius. Yeah, but that's good. That's good. You were watching the map. Because that was an option as well. Like a good Darius here would, like, he can just come here. He can ghost. He can walk up to you, ghost, and he can just kill you. He runs you down here. And then your game is actually over. But yeah. Do you think bot lane can help you ward here? Since we're discussing these wards. They can ward, but can they ward for you? Can they give you a ward that will help you? Yeah, not yours. Yeah, they can ward enemy Tribrush, but that ward doesn't give you information on Trundle. That is just a defensive ward. You are correct in a sense that they can ward this, but they can't really... Like, they can give you any ward that can give you any information on where Trundle is. Because even if they ward this and Trundle does this into this, into this... Like, you will find out that so late. So the only person you can ask is Galio, can you ward this? And just ping this, type word, or type vision, or do the vision ping. And if he does it, he does it. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I mean, it's bronze. You never know if he will do it. But yeah, so you continue doing... technically, she could deep ward, but this stage of the game. But if she goes for a deep ward, then Thresh and Senna are 2v1 against the ADC. In this wave state. In this wave state. So that would be really bad. Elise leaving lane here to drop a ward here would be really bad. If they push this ward, if they push, not ward, if they push this wave, then it would be good for them to walk together and do this. But yeah. That's a bit more complex, and I don't think in bronze it will all happen. But yeah, okay, we're focusing on something that is not as important here. The important thing is you decided to pet from chickens towards your wolves, and that is good. But here you made a mistake. Do you know what is the mistake? Here. Yes, you didn't do Grump first. Exactly. Exactly. Especially because you were so late on the start. It is really important now that you do Grump. Really important. Because that's the only way you get back in the game. By farming. By farming. Farming it up, and getting level 6. And trying to get a kill after level 6. So, even though the invade happened, and it was all int, and we talked about the invade, your plans didn't change. You still want level 6 as soon as possible. So, doing Grump into blue is still the better option, because you sync this, and then on your next recall, or your next clear, it is all perfectly synced up. Well, besides Krugs, but you will recall and do Krugs, and then everything will be okay. So, okay, you do, it's fine, you know the mistake, that's good. Your mid dies, unfortunately, shit happens. So here, I like that you're not going for the crab, because your mid laner died, and you don't exactly know where Trundle is, so he could meet you there. But also because you did skip 2 camps. You did skip 2 camps. You are a bit faster than him, so you technically do have a... You do have a timer to go for the crab. You knew where Trundle was? I mean, how did you know? Okay, yeah, okay, that is correct, yes. 3:30, yeah, okay. Yes, because it is 3:30 and it was, it was 3:30 and he was doing, like, you knew he was doing this side, and you knew he didn't show up on your buffs, or your bot side. You could have, I mean, it's not that you 100% knew, but you could have guessed that he's finishing Krugs right now. So yeah, you are right about that. But then, if that is the case, he would show up here. Although this ward is kind of shit, he would have to sneak. But then, in that case, you would see him walking up here. So you should ping your bot lane danger, and then it is still a good decision not going for crab. So yeah, going into top side is the right decision. Even though maybe you could have sneaked this because he was a bit late. You see, he gets there at 3:50. But you should definitely danger ping your bot lane. You should spam the living shit out of them. Hey guys, I'm level 3. He's level 4. I don't want to fight this. Can you please back off? And just danger, because you can't say it that nicely to them. You just have to danger. And if they still die, it is not your fault. Okay, so here, you go in red. I would... Okay, let's see. I mean, it's fine. You still need to like get in the habit of doing stuff like that. It is not easy for a beginner to know stuff like that. We are talking about some stuff that is maybe more advanced for somebody who just started the game. But I do, like, you are in my stream a lot and you talk about the game a lot and ask a lot of questions. So I do think these are the stuff that I can tell you even though you're only bronze. Yes, you can do the cautious ping as well. Yes, you can do the cautious, but the red ping is also fine because it has a stronger sound and it is red, so people usually react to it more than on the orange ping. But it doesn't matter, like one or the other. It doesn't really matter. That is nitpicking. So let's see. You're going towards red. Here you should be checking top lane. Like, you should press on the map and see what's going on top. So you see Seth is in a bit of a cooked situation, and here you know that you probably can't gank, because if you do go for a gank here, you both die. So yes, I do think this is good going here, but what would I do actually here? Now, because your chickens and everything else is a bit delayed, I would actually go and do the crab. I would do the crab, and then after the crab, I would go Krugs, red. Then my chickens will spawn. Wait, let me check. When did you finish chickens? Maybe I am minting. So you finish chickens at 2:21. So they're respawning at 4:30, 4:35. So yes, I would, after finishing all of this, I would go into crab. Why? Because this way you make sure that you get at least one camp. After the crab, I would go into Krugs, go into red buff, because look, it is 4:31 now. It would be like 4:40 when you finish red. If you did crab, red, Krugs, red. You could do instantly your chickens. 100% you do them. I mean, it is a bit awkward now because the Galio died again, bro. Like, I don't know, your mid lane is inting a bit. But you could go for chickens. He would still, like, yeah, he would go. See, now you lose crab and you lose chickens. But if you did it the other way around, you would get crab. He would see that crab is up and he would... I mean, maybe he still walks into your chickens, but you would be here. You would be here. And this, being here, is a much better fighting position than this. Because if you're here, you're level 4, he's level 4. You have a potion, he doesn't have a potion. So he does have red buff, you would also have red buff. You would actually have blue as well, because, yeah, you would have blue as well. So here you could maybe fight him. If you win 1v1, I'm not 100% sure. It depends on how you play it. He should win in isolation. Maybe without items you can win because of your fear. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure. But the point is that you would stay here and you would have a better angle towards chickens. Also, even though your Gallia died, he's walking out of base. So he would be first to display. And the Echo is actually recalling here. So yeah, you would actually have a much better chance of fighting. He also doesn't have smite up. Although I am not sure because sometimes the thingy bugs. Okay, wait. I just realized I need to change my camera to move my camera. Let's do it something like this. Yeah, I think that's fine. So yeah. Wait, if I press tab. Okay, it's fine. It's whatever. So yeah, here, if you did crab into Krugs into red buff and you were here, you would actually have a decent fighting position. But even this is not bad because yeah, you can't fight now though because Echo TPs. But yeah, maybe you would still lose your chickens that way, but you would at the worst case scenario get the crab at least. You know, so it's still a bit better than what you already did. Seth got mad at me there, but I saw HP and said nope. Yes, of course, you should never go for the top gank. No, it just doesn't work. When he has that low HP, it doesn't work. So yeah, then this, okay, I mean, you just finish, it's whatever, you feel kind of sad here because you lose. Okay, you go into your bot side, you do this. Now, because of the fighting, it doesn't matter because you've, that your Grump spawned. I mean, that you did a blue before Grump because you were fighting here. But in the world where Trundle wasn't invading you, you would finish the chickens and you would finish the wolves and then you would wait for like 2 seconds here. You know? In a world where you did this into this, and then this, and then this, you would probably wait 1 or 2 seconds before a Grump spawns. So, okay, it's fine still. It's good that you decided to do this, and then you base, okay. Here, what did you buy? You got Tiamat, okay, that's fine. You go into your Krugs. So now, like, if you did the thing, if you did what I told you with the crab into this, you probably wouldn't have a play here. You wouldn't have this to do. So you could look for a top gank maybe. And top gank can look fine here. I mean, he did ward in the end. So no. Then you would, you would start walking towards top, but then you see him ward and you're like, nah. But you could go there, clear the vision. You would sweep the ward, make him shake. Like, he would be really scared. If you clear this ward, he would be really scared. He would be sitting here, not here. You will make your Set's life a bit easier without even ganking, just clearing the vision. Then you go, take the crab. And after taking the crab, so you would have XP till like here with the crab. With the chickens that you didn't kill, you would almost have level 6. I think you would miss like 2 creeps on mid-wave. 2 creeps on mid-wave. But yeah, you would have crab here. This is a free crab for you. And you here, like, this is the part that when I was watching, so it's fine in your scenario without like doing the thing that I told about crab and everything. It's fine. You did Krugs, but you should walk to crab still. You should walk to crab still because you know that this guy, because of his invade here, he was late on his Grump, he was late on his full clear, and he finishes bot lane while you're already top. So this crab is free for you. And also your Set has move. You can't lose this crab. And you're already behind. You don't want to give it up. You don't want to give it up over nothing. So you would go for crab, but instead of that, you just decide to walk bot lane. Why? Because you're probably panicking that Trundle will do Drake or gank bot or gank mid or I don't know what exactly. And you're just walking towards bot, then look, your raptors are spawning. Your raptors are spawning in, when it's yellow, it's in less than 10 seconds. And you're playing a champion that wants to get level 6 as fast as possible. So you want to kill them on spawn. You want to be walking here as they are spawning. So if you did go for crab, here, so in this moment, let's see. You see, you know that's crab was spawning. You would boop, 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 boop. You are there at the exact moment it spawns. You are you killed crab right about now. You see that this is spawning. You're going here. You're killing the chickens. So even in the situation where you lost the invade, you lost your chickens, you would actually get level 6 here. Maybe you would need a couple creeps. It's hard to say. And then, or worst case scenario, you get it on wolves. And then you would have level 6 and you're on bot side. And maybe you could ult the Trundle while he's on Drake if he doesn't finish it. If he doesn't finish it, maybe you could ult bot lane, you could ult mid, you could do something. But here, you're a level 5 Nocturne against a level 6 Trundle. You're useless here. You're losing this fight. The only thing you have going for you is that your bot lane is pushing. That's the only thing that you have going. I went bot here because I was worried about gank. Yes, but if you're worried about gank, you spam ping them danger. You spam ping them danger. You're not... You're thinking about the game like you're playing a competitive game, like a tournament, and this is your bot lane that you can believe in, that you can trust, that this MF is, I don't know, Viper, Ruler, Gumayushi, I don't know who you want. And like, then maybe you want to run bot and you're like, fuck it, v3v3 even if I'm down because you guys have pushed lane and maybe we can outplay it. I don't know. Maybe you do it. Even then I think it would be int, but then maybe. But this is random Jerry from solo queue. Like, you don't care about him. He's a bad player. You just don't care about him. So you just spam him danger, you do your crab, you do this. And then if you know he's on Drake, you also can invade his blue buff. You can invade his Grump that will spawn soon. Or you do blue buff into grubs. You have a lot of options then. Right? But now you're in this weird limbo where you just wasted how much time? You just... Whoa, God, man, you wasted a whole minute. 7, 10? Look at this. Yeah, you stopped him from doing Drake, but does he care? You missed a whole minute you wasted. Yeah, in that time you had crab, you had your raptor's worst case scenario. But you could do that into this and then steal all of this. Or you go into bot side. You know, it's just like, it's bad. And okay, let's see what happens now here. I mean, do you understand what I mean? Do you agree with it? Before we go on to the next play, like, if you have any question or anything, just ask. Yo, hello, Lou, hello. I'm reviewing one of the viewers' game and trying to coach him a little bit. You agree? Okay. Yeah, exactly. You were probably tilted because of the blue invade that went horribly, and then your chicken invade. Yeah, you were probably tilted and just lost on the map. But you do understand it is 1.5k deficit. It is a lot early game, but it is not unplayable. Your bot lane is winning 2v2, even though they died. They always have push, and they are winning 2v2. So you can... You do have a win condition still. You also have a Galio, who even though he died twice, he's like not that weak. He's level 7 to... This Echo's level 7. Right? Like, it is not unplayable. Galio even has more experience than the Echo, even though Galio died twice. So the game is not lost here. So yeah, you should... I mean, I understand what was going on through your mind and that you just got lost. But at all points, you should think about what you can do to get more experience and gold and get level 6 as fast as possible, and not panic about your teammates pinging you, or what will they say if the enemy ganks them, they die, like jungle diff, shit like that. It's not your job to cover the gank at all times. You can just ping it. If they don't back off, they don't. But yeah, okay, let's see what happens now, because after this you actually start blue. Yeah, I mean, when you're already on this part of the map, it's just better to do blue grump sorry, do blue grump wolves into chickens and then go for maybe fight this if possible. So let's see. But the Trundle knows that you are here and he has a level advantage, so he goes on you. Here, the only spell that you can W is his ult. So, do you manage to do it? No. No, actually, you do manage to do it. No, you didn't. Okay, so... Wait 1 second, what happened here? I mean, it's really hard to time the Trundle ult. It is kinda instant. He flashes, you flash. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Here, because you see Senna is bot, and you know that you have a Galio, you can actually go back into the fight. Not right now, but wait a little bit. Wait a little bit. Wait a little bit more. You try to go for the steal, but that is like you don't play for the steal here. You can't play for the steal here. Yeah, it's good that they're pinging you because you want to fight this. You do want to fight this because now it is actually good. Like all of your bad decision making led up to a point where Trundle was like, "Ooga booga, I can kill this Nocturne." He fucks up the level 1. You flash away. He doesn't kill you, and he greets for the blue. But actually, Senna is bot, and your bot lane is moving, and you have Galio with ult. So, yeah, Galio ults you. It's really good, but imagine if you just didn't go for the steal. Because what does the steal do for you? Like, okay, if you were playing Lilia, for example, going for the steal... Let me get in the situation. Okay, here. So, if you were playing Lilia here, going for the steal and Q smiting, getting level 6... and then pressing instant ult on Trundle, like leveling up the spell really quickly and ulting him, maybe is good. Maybe. But it is still greedy and unnecessary. Here, I think you're just still thinking, he invaded me twice, bro, it can't be happening the third time, it's really bad, like I am losing the game, I need to do something, I have to smite this or I lose, and then you walk in. Do you even get it? No, he gets it. But even if you do get it, you don't get level 6. You're missing a little bit of XP. And you just die here. No, maybe you don't? Okay. So you actually don't die. This is good. Okay. Why do you not die? Did Trundle fuck it up? I think he fucked it up, bro. How do you not die here? Oh, yeah, he fucked it up because he instantly queued you. He didn't auto-queue. If he auto-queues you, you are dead. If he auto-queues you, you are dead 100% here. And then maybe even the trash can flash over the wall, Trundle takes the lantern and they are out. Right? I mean, this is Trundle's misplay that you don't die, but okay, let's say it works out somehow. Your team can get a double kill here. But why are you chasing now? Why are you chasing? What will you get from this chasing? Okay, it was fine to sit in this brush. It was fine to sit in this brush and look if maybe like something happens where you can wait. So it was fine to sit in this brush now and wait 3 seconds for your Q, and then maybe you can Q to steal the kill, or you can Q to help them out. That is maybe completely okay. But once you see they are flashing out, there is nothing for you to do here. Either press B or walk to your grump and start killing the camps. You're wasting time once again. So it was 7-10 when you were walking here. It was 7 when you killed the Krugs. So for almost 2 minutes, you didn't hit a camp. And you actually end up dying to Senna ult. So you even have a timer now. So you waste another 14 seconds. Do you understand what I mean? Like, you don't help them after they flash. You don't help them in any way. In any way. Maybe if you were playing a support and you can throw a shield or speed somebody up, yeah, maybe. But even then, it's... No. Your play is done there. You have to base or go to Grump and start clearing camps. Let's see how much gold you had. You had 700 gold. So... Yeah, I mean, maybe you could base. You could buy a... Well, you can't even buy a... how do you call it? A Ruby Crystal and... Ruby Crystal and a longsword. You can't even get that. You can get a longsword only. Yeah, that's the only thing you can do. So here, by the way, you lived on 1 HP. You lived on 1 HP. Do you see how bad the play it was? You got lucky. 1 HP. Well, actually, you popped the potion. To be fair, that was on you. Wait, did you actually pop the potion during the fight? When did you pop the potion? Okay, you popped it here. Okay. That was good. Okay, I'm proud of you because you thought about that. It's good. A lot of bronze players forget, or a lot of new players, not bronze players, a lot of new players forget to pop a potion here. That's good. Well played for you. Yeah, you should have gone Grump. Yeah, exactly. Because you would heal a little bit base HP. So how much HP? You would have like 50 HP till you get to Grump, and then you can... Maybe even more. Yeah, you would have 100. You would have 100 HP. 120. Yeah, you would have 120. You would actually get the assist on Trundle as well, so almost 200. So you could kill Grump without a doubt. And you would already do Grump, you would do this, you would do this. Maybe even recall after this. It depends. But that's not something. I won't go into that rabbit hole. It will take too much time. So yeah, basically that is the mistake that you made. What happens then? Your team chases. Yeah, they overchase, so in the end they die. I mean, if Gallius sits here and throws Q, he actually gets another kill, but it's fine. So you... What did you do? So you go from base. Okay, mistake again. What was the mistake? What was the mistake here? I'm asking you questions in order to like get your mind to think about it. You didn't do chicken? No. Chickens is not the right call as well. What can you do when you pet top to bot and you walk out of base? For what camp do you go first? You want to full clear, do the entire jungle from top to bot. What is the fastest way to do it? What is your starting camp and what is your ending camp? No. You do Krugs. You do Krugs. You do Krugs into red into chickens. You want to clear all your camps. And by the way, Krugs are the most valuable normal camp. It gives the most golden experience. Yeah. So here, skipping that is bad. The only... You see, you wasted time now. You kill them a bit later. Yeah, you just wasted time. And then, okay, your team pings you for this. But then, why are you not ulting here? Okay, you did ult in the end. Okay, but he gets the kill. Okay, so you do end up wasting ult. I think if you wanted to ult, you should do it... I'm guessing you didn't watch the map that quickly. Right? Probably took you some time, but you're already here in ult range. Like here you're in ult range, I think. You could have clicked it a bit sooner. No? I think if you go to this wall, you are in ult range. Yo, hello, Crowny. Clowny. Crowny. Clowny, Clowny. Hold Control Shift set. Control Shift set. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, thank you, my man. You're the coach, bro. You know these hotkeys. I'm just helping out a fellow viewer. Okay, so yeah, I mean, if I might be mistaken, but I think if you hug this wall, you are in range. If I'm mistaken, then you shouldn't even press hold here, because at this moment, let's see, it's like you pressed it here. At this moment, Seth was ulting, he's getting the kill, bro. At this moment, you're just wasting ult. But okay, still, and then you go for. You're thinking about doing grabs here, okay, that's fine. But now, the moment you see on the minimap that Thresh is mid and your Elise is bot, you're pinging your Galio, get the fuck out, man. And you're running away. Yeah, okay, yeah. But here, the next play, basically, because you see Thresh, I mean, you see him even a bit earlier, right? You see him... No, actually, that's the enemy ward, it's not your ward. Oh, but you did see him because of Elise and him, they met here. So you did see him. So after the ult play, you should know that because Thresh his first move and Elise doesn't, these grabs, even though you got a kill on top lane, they are not yours. Maybe in a world where you're really strong and your Galio is really strong and you can just fist fight them, yes, but here you are behind, the Trundle is very ahead. Trundle is much stronger, the Echo is... Well, Echo is not that strong. Like, I don't know what happened mid. How does Echo have 2 kills and somehow the Galio is... I don't know what the fuck. Oh, Galio got 2 kills on bot lane. Yeah, okay, that's why. Galio got 2 kills on bot lane. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, because of the trash, this is not yours. Let's see, what do? You try to help your team, and you end up paying the price. So this is something that I do as well often. This is just unlucky, bro. Like, it's unlucky. He wasn't paying attention. Here you should just fuck it. Like, I don't care about him. Or you can maybe look for a quick play. You can like... No, but you can't. You don't have time to ult him. You don't have time or range to ult him, so no. You just go into Tribrush, and then you go into your chickens, you do wolves, you do grump, and then you go into Drake. Because, yeah, as I said, this will be... I don't think you even win the 2v2. Yeah, you probably don't have enough damage to win the 2v2, especially since you wasted your ult. But considering Thresh is coming, there is just no way this is a good play. Yeah. But this is also, I think, a consequence of you, like, panicking a bit. I don't know how to explain it. I think panicking is the word. Like, you see your team is fighting, and the enemy jungler can come there, and they can affect the fight, and you think, yeah, I have to help here. Because if I don't know what happens. But actually, nothing happens. He ints, and you got 3 of your camps, and then you can maybe take Drake. Or maybe, well, in a world where you didn't ult top, you would have ult for, like, diving this guy. Like here, imagine if you didn't waste ult, you just go all the way around, you do your chickens, you walk here, you skip your 2 camps, you can do Drake. Or you can look to ult Senna. So, yeah. It's just that even you probably knew as you were going in that it was a bad fight, but you just didn't think about your other options. Yeah, that's just it pretty much. So, yeah. And then out of base, what do? So, at this point, I just feel useless 10 minutes in, and I don't have first item, so just feel pressure to try. Yes, I do understand. That is the pressure of playing jungle role, and it feels really bad. But you need to find a way to control your, like... Control your emotions there, and realize that especially in this elo, there is other stuff to be gained. Like, you don't have to fight in order to gain something. Here, he's there, so it's fine. You go for the chickens, you take chickens, you go into bot side. Okay. What do you do now? So you have ulti in 20 seconds. Okay, it's fine to hover around bot. Yeah, maybe something can happen bot. Let me... Okay, this is good. Because Trundle was doing this and doing the crab, you know that you are a little bit faster. He could skip the crags and be here already, but you would see him on this ward. So I do like this. This is called a quick play. Quick play is basically when you can do something before, really fast, before the enemy has time to come. Right, so you're on a timer. But even if he does come, Galio is still first with the ult, so this is good. Yes, eing the trash is fine. But here, you need to run the fuck out. All... Okay, wait, maybe even before that. How do you play this? Senna doesn't have flash. Did they ever ping that Senna doesn't have flash? No, I just don't think they did. Because, yeah, it's... No, they didn't ping it. Yeah, they didn't ping it. Okay. And you, because of all the top shit that was happening, you probably had no idea yourself. I mean, you couldn't really pay attention to what was happening. Do you have flash here? No, you don't have it as well. Okay. So here, let's see how do you play it. Oh, okay. You did fuck up one thing here. Yeah, you didn't. But you did fuck up one thing. Do you know what? Like, can you tell me? It's movement. It's movement mistake. Like, it's not the play itself, it's just a movement mistake. Do you know what was bad? Yes, you were directly to them. Yes, you should hug this wall. And you want to try and sandwich them so they have to walk into your MF Elise. And also, they will probably then try, especially Senna, because she doesn't have flash, she will think about trading 2 for 2. They will try to trade 2 for 2. Or they will try to fight there and stall for Trundle to come. Yeah, because if you did that, you would be here. You would be here. And then it's much easier to queue and walk into Senna. Also, you preemptively W'd. You did it way too early. You did it way too early. Here, you can react to his E. Because I think he wasted hook, right? I think you know that he doesn't have hook. Yeah, he wasted. He just wasted it while you were walking. So you know he doesn't have hook. So you know he can only E. So you should wait. You did it. Look at this. You did it. I understand if you're scared about your reaction time. But look at this. You did it at the worst possible moment. You did it as he was auto-attacking you. I don't know if you got scared that the auto-attack was E. No, but every hook spell, like both Blitzcrank, Trash, and Nautilus in the early game is really long. Like, you don't need to know the exact cooldown, but it is really long. It is at least 15 seconds cooldown. Yeah, 17 there, right? Nautilus is a bit lower, but his hook works a bit differently. Like, if a Nautilus threw a hook there, he would probably like hit a wall or something, or a minion, or I don't know. He would position differently. But yeah, it is always, that is something to keep in mind. If you see a Blitzcrank or Trash missing hook in the early game, they usually won't have it for another 15 seconds, let's say. So yeah, that is the one thing. The other thing is you use W way too early. If you didn't use it like this, you would have it now. But also, if you didn't use it like this, and you hugged this wall, what could you do if you were here? You could Q the Senna and walk towards her. Q the Senna, walk towards her, W the Trash E, and then just E the Senna, you fear her. By here, she's already dead. And then you can kill the Trash probably as well before Trundle comes. And you will have a Galio ult. But I don't know why is Galio not instantly ulting here. Is he not? No, bro, he's in rage. For some goddamn reason, your Galio doesn't ult, he walks. I don't know why. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, all in all, maybe if you did it correctly, your team wouldn't fuck it up. But yeah, I think I like the gank there. I like the idea. It's just the execution was not the best. Then you walk out of base. Let me check. This might be int. So you walk out of base and you're running bot lane. So why are you running bot lane here when your top camps are spawning? This is a huge mistake. Yeah, they're going Drake. Yeah, okay, fine. They're going Drake, but how will you contest this Drake? Your Galio has to be. He doesn't have TP. Okay, he has ult, but it still takes him a lot of time to walk. Like, maybe this is his ult range. I don't know exactly. He doesn't have mana, even if he stays. You wanted the Echo, but Echo was full HP. You don't kill him there. You just don't kill him. Look at his HP. And he has ult, and he has flash. You just don't kill him here. I mean, he has to fuck up really, really bad. So you wasted ult as well here. I mean, if you really wanted to fight here, at this moment, you ult. You see Trundle on vision, then you ult the Trundle. But that would still be inting, because your Galio doesn't have mana to ult and to follow you up. So, yeah. This is just a bad play. You don't win this Drake fight. This Drake is gone. It's not yours. So what you should do, go Krugs. Raptors will respawn. So imagine you're doing Krugs now. Okay, maybe Raptors take a little bit longer because you were delayed. But that's also fine. You were delayed because you were like all the shit here happened and you died and then you walked from base and stuff like that. But it's fine. After the Krugs you would have this. You could maybe fight with your set against the Darius, and on this side of the map you could maybe win because it is 2v1, right? But let's see, okay, what happens in the end. So you could also invade his jungle, by the way, like doing Krugs, and then because your chickens are not here, you could be the one invading. You know that you have 2v1 on top side. Boop, eat this, you're rich, bro. Go back, your chickens respawn, go back to your chickens, full clear towards bot. This guy is sad. He has only bot side of the jungle. And your bot lane had prio the entire game, so they will probably continue to have prio. Your Galio is now kinda decent against Echo. So, yep. I didn't think about that, just think, yeah, no, it's fine. I am just trying to explain to you what were your options and what were the battle plays and where you actually lost the game. Alright? Because doing this is denying, like, your 60 CS at 13 minutes is Nocturne. And this is like the third time that you're not prioritizing camps, you're looking for fights. So you do end up going in. But here I feel like you're also all focusing different targets. I mean, now here, you started running away as your Galio was starting to taunt. So if you actually want to fight this, and by the way, now you actually win it because Echo is going for misfortune and not for you. Now you could win it. You could kill the Trundle and get the Drake and get out. Because they are kinda inting here. But you should not, like, you're full HP and you're running away. As your Galio is taunting the Trundle. So just go back in and kill the Trundle. You're so scared here, and you're not the one who's being focused. And again, you're wasting the W. You're using W, and I mean, it doesn't do anything. There is no spell to be dodged. And by wasting W like that, like, I don't know, you don't get the bonus attack speed, because you see, when your W, if ability is blocked, this ability passive effect is increased to 60% attack speed. It doubles the... From what stun? They don't have a stun. You were running away from the Senna W. But Senna W is not a stun, it's a snare. There's a difference between a stun and a snare. Stun, okay, I need actually Epic Pen, bro, to write, but I don't have it installed right now. I will get that for the next time. But stun doesn't allow you to play the game. It keeps you in place, and you can't use an ability, you can't auto-attack, you can't do anything. When you are snared, you can still auto-attack. You can still auto-attack. So when you are snared here, you can continue auto-attacking the Trundle. So moving away doesn't do anything. Yes, you dodge the snare, but it doesn't change anything. And here, who are you hitting? Here you're hitting the trash. I mean, I guess this is a misclick, but yeah. Because you see now here, Senna is trying to help over the wall. And then she goes all the way around, bro. All the way around. And here, like, you actually have a 3v1 on Trundle. 3v2, but so what does Trash do here? He does nothing here. So you see, for all this time that she is walking around, you weren't hitting Trundle. He would be dead by the time she comes. And if he's dead by the time she comes, maybe your Galio can bait her into, like, she attacks the Galio or the Elise, I don't know, maybe she walks in, and then you can go on her. Or maybe you can finish the Drake at the very least, since you already took the fight. You were scared for no reason. I mean, it is good that you think about dodging the snare. It is good that you have that in your mind. It is actually insane that for a beginner player you're thinking about stuff like that, because trust me, people in higher elo than you don't think about stuff like that, but you're overthinking it. You're overthinking it here. And okay, then what do? You base? No, you actually go for your blue. Okay, that's fine. Blue Gromp, okay, that's fine. What happens here? So you're doing the blue. Yeah, I mean, your release is cooked here, bro. Like, here you want to pull away from her. I mean, it's actually fine. You gave her an escape with the Gromp. Okay, now I hope you go for the Wolves. Yes. Nice. But now he steals their top side. Why did this happen? Why did this happen? Because you went for the Drake play. If you didn't go for the Drake play, this all would be dead. And you would be killing this. So, like, and his top side would be gone as well. So, yeah. Now you're just recalling, and you're gonna walk into top side that is completely gone. And you are homeless now. Yeah, you see? So you take Krax as a consolation prize. And then you... What can you do? You can ult the Echo. Okay, do you kill him here? You should kill him. Okay, he has flash. That's unlucky. That's just unfortunate. He has flash. Okay, but it's still good. You do get the flash. They get the... And what can you do now? You're, like, completely cooked. In this game state, the game is over. Like, here, the game is completely over. Your bot tower is down. Your bot laners are just farming. Like, everything is cooked. Wait, just give me a moment. Let me check. So, here, basically, you are 2 levels down. Your mid is 1 level down. Your bot is 2 level downs total. You're 5 minutes down. 5k gold down, and you're in a state where your camps are not spawning soon. You can't really invade bot side because they have 3 people on mid. You can't go on top because you lose the 2v2. I mean, maybe you can gamble on the fact that you can kill the Trundle, but I don't think you will, because Set and you don't have ult and you don't have ignite, so you lose the 2v2. And here, the game is actually lost. Pretty sure we first call for F. Yes, this is probably a moment where the game is completely lost. But that was because you fucked up like 5 times before it. So, yeah. All in all, these type of invades you don't want to do. You don't do this. You do this maybe when you get to higher elo, and there are a lot of variables here, so just don't do it. Go into go into this, and that's all good. Because imagine now, like, Seth was fucking with him, you already finished your chickens, you're on your Krags, you finish the Krags, you do the red buff, you go into bot side, you're first on bot lane. What happened on bot lane at level 4? Let's go like this. So here you would already, at, like, this is the timer maybe, even a bit before it. You would, so here you would have finished this, and because of Seth fucking with him, you're actually first in the river, and you can take the crab. And since you took the crab, you can go actually for top crab, or you can try to counter gank this, but I would just spam ping danger. Like, it's only one creep, you don't give a fuck, like, they can base here. You would spam danger, you go for second crab, you do your crags, you do your chickens, you do your crags, you base, you're really strong on the bot lane. Then you do your bot camps, and you have level 6, and you can gank bot, right? And that's something really easy, like, you don't need any special knowledge to understand stuff like this. It's just that you... So, let's actually sum it up in a way that... like, we can think about what you can improve. You need to farm. You need to farm, especially on champions like Nocturne. You need to farm to be strong, to have levels, because levels are like, one level difference in the early game is a lot. Just by levels, you get HP, you get armor, you get magic resist. It is so much value in stats. One level is insane of value, right? So yeah. So let's just sum it up a little bit. What you need to, like, work on, or what is my, like, suggestions that you work on. So first, I think you need to full clear. That is the first thing. I don't think this game, maybe once or twice you full cleared, but you need to do it on repeat. So you clear top to bot. Full clear means from Krags into Grump. Then the second thing is do wolves into Grump into blue. That is the second thing. Also, I would start, this is like a suggestion, you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it, it's not as important right now, but if playing Nocturne, start chickens, raptors, whatever you want to call them, then go Krags, and then red. Then, second thing to focus on, second point, okay, so let's do this, is all like first point. This is all like first point. Focus on farming, that is like the first point, and then there are like the things. Then second is let your team int. But it's so funny because this is something that my coach told to me as well, right? It is funny because this is something, even when you get to higher elo, you like, I don't know, we just get mind controlled into following bad plays from our team, right? So yeah, let your team int. Don't feel pressured to help them when it's a bad play. When you know enemy jungler is ganking bot or has chance to gank bot. Like, what's going on, bro, with my... What? How can I not... I'm getting gapped by my keyboard. Ping danger. And then look to get something on the map. Enemy camps, or your camps, or crab, drake, grubs, whatever. Third thing, crab is your friend. And it's like, I think these are the like most simple things that you can try to focus on right now. Also, this is like play for level 6. Try not to make too many plays before level 6 unless they are really free. get ult, carry. And then when you get ult, this is your cycle. Full clear into ult, full clear into ult, objective, invade enemy jungle, your jungle, if dropped a camp, and then base. And then repeat. So you want to start playing League like it's like you want to play it in this circle that is like 100% repeating. This is the circle that you want to repeat. You want to play it like you know what's going to happen in advance, and this is how you do it. By just repeating this stuff. And then once you start climbing, once you start getting a bit better at the game, you will learn. Then you will work on when you need to break this cycle in order to get an even bigger lead. But trust me, just by doing this circle or cycle, you will actually start getting strong, and you will be you will getting you will get leads. By doing this, by also full clearing your jungle as it is spawning, you're denying the opponent's invading you. Because if you're doing it the moment it spawns and he's late for 5 seconds, he can't invade you, right? With crab, I can't remember when it spawns. The first crab spawns at 3:30. Okay, I will write it here. First crab spawns 3:30. Every next after 2:30. Yes, so essentially after every full clear, throw a look at the map, see if it is spawning on the side that you finished your full clear. If it is, and your laners are like completely fine, they're not completely pushing to your tower, walk up to it, take it. Yeah, if it is on the other side of the map, think, do I have something better to do? If you have, do that. If you don't, then you can go for it. On first clear, you never skip a camp. Unless some like really niche and special situations, but I think since you're beginners, you should not think about anything else. You should not think about 3 camping. You should not think about skipping 1 camp. You should just think about this full clear, get level 4, do crab base. That is your, or do crab look to gank. Yeah, so I will send you this on Discord. Just so you have it there, you can look at it before a game, and I do hope like I didn't overcomplicate things, and I hope I didn't like crush your motivation or anything. I do think you are improving by a rate that is really, really good for a new player. Like just the fact that you started playing really soon and you already can clear before crab spawns, that is better than like most of the players. And you do dodge spells well. Also, it is sad that I didn't watch it from your point of view because I couldn't see your camera movement and your mouse clicking. But for now, let's not even talk about that. It's maybe better if we do it like this. Yeah, and you just focus on this stuff now. So yeah, basically focus mostly on your full clearing and on not letting your team influence you. Like, let your team int, maybe do it like this. Don't, okay, no, but actually I wrote it here. Don't let them feel pressured. Yeah, okay. No, we don't care about wins. We don't care about wins, Ashi. We don't care about wins now at all. You just want to play, and you want to focus on this. Don't think about winning or losing. Just think about doing this, and just by doing this, you should at least be even experience or ahead of the enemy jungler, right? Yes, only after full clear. So basically, this is how you should do it. So this is you. You start your clear. You do your chickens. I also suggest you start the chickens, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. But I think on Nocturne, it is good to do it. So you start chickens, you do Krugs, you do red buff. After red buff, you go into wolves, you go grump, you go blue. Now, when you start crossing from chickens to wolves, so when you're doing this, you click on your bot lane on the map and you see what is going on. If they are really inting, like if your bot lane is here under tower, the enemies are here, it's like this, and you know that they're not moving, like the support is not going into river. He's not going into river. He's constantly in lane. Then you can maybe look to not do these camps and go here and gank. But only in that situation. If you see that they're like this, no. If you see that they're like this, but they are full HP and your team is like 100 HP, no. Only if like this and they are, I don't know, half HP, both of them, or lower. Only then. And the support didn't walk into river, because then it's highly likely that they don't have a ward. But in every other scenario, you do wolves, you do grump, you do blue. And then as you're finishing blue, this is your second checkpoint, you watch, you click on the minimap and you look at bot lane again. And you see, like, okay, maybe it's like this. If it's like this, you're thinking, maybe I can walk into crab. I can go and take crab. But if it's like this, and if it's like this, and your mid laner is like this, are you going for this crab? What do you think? Are you going for this crab at 330? Or what are you doing in this situation? I know the answer is no, but you know I will anyways. Ashy, don't get mind controlled. The crab has divine powers. It does mind control you to go for it sometimes, but no, you don't go here. There is two options you can do. You can look for a mid gank. You can look for a mid gank into going top crab. Or there is actually a scenario where you do for the crab. It is if you 100% know that he paths from bot side into top side. And he finishes here, right? Yes, but it doesn't matter if you are first to crab, if the jungler is like, if the enemy jungler is here, and you're first to crab, but then they can all collapse on you, alright? Then you will just die for taking the crab. But okay, that is also, that might be like, where I'm going too much in advance, but that is the point. I wanted to say that, because you asked about the gang situations, when you're crossing from chickens to wolves, you take one look at bot line, and you see what happens. If it doesn't look gankable, but when I say gankable, I mean that 100% you're getting a kill. Like 100%. There is no, they can flash away, they can maybe just survive. No, you're 100% getting a kill. Maybe sometimes you misjudge, and that's fine. You're new at the game, you will learn, but try to think about it. Then the second time is when you're finishing blue, you watch bot lane again, and if it looks gankable, 100% gankable, you can go for it, but then you do need to keep in mind that the enemy jungler can also come, so you need to think about, is it gankable and 100% a kill, even if it's 3v3? If they are really low and they don't have HP, then probably yes, alright? And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then on the second clear, you do it again, the same. So you, on second clear, you're coming out of base, you're doing cracks, you're doing chickens. Now, on chickens, you're looking, is mid gankable, is bot gankable? No, they're not. Continue clearing. And again, when I say gankable, I mean 100% gankable. Then you base, you start walking towards cracks. While you're walking towards cracks, you're looking if top lane is maybe 100% gankable. So it often happens that you based and top lane is something like this. And you walk like this, and he maybe doesn't have a ward. But if he's like this on top lane, there's a high chance that even if it's warded, you kill. But you need to do what? Walk from behind him, not hug this wall. from behind, right? So yeah, that's it. Yes. You're looking at top when you're walking out of base, when you're walking towards crags. When you're doing chickens or walking towards both side of the map, you're looking at mid. And when you're at, let's say, wolves, you start looking at bot. It's very simple. You're looking at the lane that you are there, right? That you are close to. But again, I say you do not break your circle of full clearing unless it is 100% a kill. And that's it. With Nocturne, it's really easy because after level 6, you can go here, you can do this, you can do chickens, and you see that mid lane is fighting like this. They're fighting, they're 100 HP. You just press ult and you do this. You get the kill and then you straight run, like you don't think. You just run into walls and you continue full clearing. You don't lose time. That's why Nocturne is really good for beginners. Okay, last question as well. How do I end up reverse clearing? Like I play for bot, but then top becomes my win con. Okay, that is a bit complicated, but you usually do it like this. So let's say you start, something happens and your top lane is your win con, and then top lane starts pushing like this, and you're walking out of base. In that scenario, you either go Krugs and you invade his jungle, if you know it is up, that is also important, or you do Raptors and invade his jungle, right? Or you maybe walk from base and invade his jungle. That is usually how you do it, by invading his topside jungle. That is how you usually play for top lane. Invade this. But I think that is a bit more complicated, and I don't think you should focus on it right now, because this is just like a general rule. It is much more complicated, because then mid lane also is important. It's important if their support is randomly jerking it off on the map and stuff like that. So I think if that ever happens in one of your games, you can send me a clip or something and we can talk about it. I try to do, but I use Q to move, right? So I hit Q and my character stops moving. Lol, so I forget. And I end up just paused on map. Oh, okay, I do understand. But that's why you need to. So you click here, you click on the map, and you press space to go back to your character. You click forward a couple of times, and then you click on the map again. Or you can try learning to use the F keys. So F1 is your top laner, F2 is your mid laner, F3 and 4 are your bot laners. Then you don't have to move your mouse. You can just click, press F3 or press F4. It shows you what is happening. You press space and you go back to your character. You can try to do that as well. It will be hard at the beginning, but if you do start applying that, that's insane. But yeah, that might be yes, that might be too much for now. Yes, okay, so I think that's it for right now.